Hello. Hello, everyone. I'm not sure if anybody's coming. Hopefully someone's coming in. I'll stick around for a while, and we'll see who shows up. Maybe Ken, and possibly Minnie and Brock. I'm hoping to see Matt show up, but he hasn't for quite a while. ASD. And how is everyone tonight? Be sure to leave comments. I don't get many comments, and it definitely helps the channel to get some comments. Along with that thumbs up. Share it with other people. That would be great. And make sure you subscribe if you haven't, which most people that come in here are subscribers, so which helps a lot. Didn't realize I had so many emojis in here. All kinds of YouTube ones. I don't remember seeing all those on my phone even. How about that? I'm not even sure what those are. I guess it's somebody waving, a hand waving. Well, I haven't seen anybody yet. Let's see. Going on 5 minutes. Tea. Oh, I see. Well, let's see. I don't see anybody showing still. Might be a real short video tonight. Of course, I'll just delete it, but I'm sure some people will see it before I delete it, but I'll delete it if no one comes in. I need to figure out how figure how to make the chat itself show up. I need to look into that. I think I'm getting about a 6 or 7 second delay. My wife must be on her Android again. And I should shut the phone off, probably. Oh well. It's the way it happens. Checking the mic. Checking 1, 2. Doesn't go up very much. Well, not looking too good. I'm really surprised that we don't get a lot more people in here for the live streams. There's millions of people on YouTube, millions and millions, and we're not getting people popping in, except for trolls. We had plenty of them the other night, but you would think that we'd have a lot more people coming in, even without subscribing. I would think people would be finding this in the live chat. I need to find out the secrets, I guess. Find out how to do it. Hmm. Hmm. Looks like it's going to be a lonely night for me. No one's joining yet. Maybe Ken will pop in. Hmm. Well, it's been 16 minutes. Still no one's here. Doesn't look like anybody's coming tonight. Well, we'll go a few more minutes and then we'll shut it down if no one shows up. Looks like that's where it's going to be. At the same couple of 2.5 minutes. Justin, how you doing? I'm surprised to see you. Hey, how you doing? Yeah, you missed Brad. He's been here several times, not today, but he's been here several times though. Yeah. Yeah, I'm surprised no one's in here. Yeah. Usually Ken and Minnie and 58C Brock and Matt and a bunch of them are usually in here from Brad's old gang. How's your channel doing? Yeah, I talk to him not every day, but usually about once a week maybe. We text back and forth a little bit. Took me a while to talk him into at least coming on and saying hello to everybody. A lot of people ask me about him. I don't know why, but they just ask me about him all the time. So I finally got him to at least come in and say hello. How's your channel doing, Justin? Been meaning to pop in over there, see how you were doing. Call Brad. I probably should give him a call and talk to him instead of just texting him. But he seems like he's doing really well. I know he didn't like the gambling thing very much, and he's probably getting too addicted to it. Ah, cool. Which casino are you going to hit? An online casino or a regular casino? Ah, yeah. Yeah, I forgot about Kansas City having casinos. It just never registered that they had them. They've talked about putting a bunch of them here in Florida, all over the place, but I haven't heard much about it yet. But I know it's been suggested a number of times. More revenue for the state, I would imagine. It usually is a money issue. Are you doing live chats too, Justin? Hey, Minnie. Ah, you did show up. Well, look who's here, Minnie. How are you doing, Minnie? I wasn't sure if you was going to come in or not. Wow. Huh. Hey, Doc, how you doing? Glad to see you in here. Yeah, I've been on for about 20 minutes. It took a while for everybody to start coming in. Wow, that was a nice day at the casino, JT. Holy crap. Wow. Nice. I'm doing okay, Doc. My son, as you know, was supposed to go in for open heart surgery yesterday, but he didn't. He didn't go in today either. I guess I don't know if there's some reason they're putting it off or not. I know they had an emergency today, so they couldn't do it today, but I thought they might have actually been putting it off for some other reason. Pretty young for open heart surgery, but this will be the second one because the first valve they put in, they say was not the correct valve. Hi, Jennifer. Well, it's nice. For those who don't know, Jennifer K there is my daughter. She's my oldest. She's up in her 40s. She's 37. He got an infection in his heart. That's where it all started. I know it was a bad valve, but they're taking that valve out totally. And I think he'll be fine without it. But if he starts retaining water, then you have to go back and they're going to replace the big aorta valve. I think they call it the bigger valve and make it sort of work better. But he may go the rest of his life without retaining water and having a problem. So hopefully that'll be the case, but who knows? Wow. 3 holes in his heart? Huh. Where were the holes, JT? I mean, did they go in and block the holes somehow, or what did they do? Because I know my son has some kind of a growth on his heart too. I don't know if they're going to try to cut it away or what, but they said it's starting to break away by itself, but they're worried about the particles going up into his brain or into a main artery and giving him a stroke. Yeah, it would have been. Yeah, I didn't know if maybe when he got older, when he did the open heart surgery, if they found a way to block the holes up. I mean, medical science has really advanced a lot now, that's for sure. But from when your father was younger, but yeah, that's not unusual. They told my son that this time he would be in the hospital after this surgery for at least 2 to 3 months. But they're going to put him in some kind of a rehab place because there's no need for him to be right in the hospital. They're just going to put him in some kind of a rehab place to uh, recover from there. Yeah, my father was young when he had a heart. He was 48 when he had a quadruple bypass. He passed away about 7 years ago, but he lived way longer than they told him he was going to. They gave him like 4 or 5 years. He lived another, oh gosh, at least 25 more years, at least. Oh gosh, no, not even close. Not even close. Yeah, that many years ago, it was real iffy. I don't remember how many years ago it was when they actually first started doing the heart transplants and stuff, but I might it's can't be more than 50 years ago. I don't remember. Wow, or your father won the jackpot for 80,000? Wow, nice. I'd take that nowadays. Yeah, okay, so it wasn't that long ago, Jennifer, then. Well, when your father won the 80,000, that was a lot more money then than it is now. That's for sure. In 87? Oh yeah, that was a pretty dang good jackpot back then. All right, good night, JT. I was just talking to ASD. He was going to pop in, I guess, to say hello, but I guess he hasn't made it yet. No, he didn't. Nope, I was expecting him to, but he didn't. Thanks for coming, JT. I really appreciate it. It's been tough getting anybody in the live stream here. Yeah, Doc, he already jumped out already too. Doc don't stick around very long sometimes. unfortunately. Jumps in and says hello, and then he's gone. He came in with me and Ken last night and just disappeared. I really still wish that YouTube would build it into the program so that when you're doing a stream, you can see who comes in and who leaves, especially who leaves. Because sometimes you're talking to somebody. Oh, Doc is here. Oh, he is here. I thought he already left. Well, good night, Doc. Thanks for coming by. I appreciate it. Need all the help we can get in here, that's for sure. I was hoping Brock would come in. I wanted to update on some videos I had coming out pretty soon. In fact, I'm all set up to do a couple out there right now on mixing colors. And I got to do another video. I actually made a special bracket to hold my video camera because I kept getting tired of the camera hitting the back of my head, and I was always in the way. So I finally made something that would accommodate the camera straight down so people could see better and give me better lighting too. So, hey, Recon, you just missed JT. Have a good night, Doc. Y'all make sure you hit that thumbs up. I need all the help I can get. Yeah, I was hoping you'd jump in last night, Recon. It was just me and Ken for a long time. And Doc jumped in for a few minutes. And that was about it last night. Yeah, you missed the stream last night. Yeah. I wasn't going to have one, so it was kind of my own fault because I told everybody I probably wasn't going to because of my son having an open heart. But like I was telling everybody before you got here, he didn't have it. They postponed it. They were supposed to have it today, and then I guess they had some kind of an emergency one they had to do, so he got put down on the list a little bit. So I'm not sure if he's going to do it tomorrow or the next day or what. I had done another video to put up, but I got a new video camera, and like a dummy, I didn't read all the instructions, and you have to actually manually turn the sound on. So I did a whole video on mixing colors, and then when I played it back, there was no audio, so I have to do it all over again. Yeah, thank you, Recon. I appreciate that. It seems like it's always something, that's for sure. In fact, that video I did wasn't very long. I've been trying to get some that are shorter so people watch the whole thing. Many of you might like it too because it gives you some really good insight on mixing colors, starting with the primary colors to the secondary colors on down the line. So it'll be fairly quick, but some good examples. But then I'm going to break it up and do a separate video on doing flesh tones. All right, good night, Jennifer. Thanks for stopping by. Yeah, you got that right, Recon. That's all you can do. He's the only one that can guide you properly. ASD was going to come in. I just checked with him on Discord, but he says he's doing magic, whatever that means. I'm afraid to ask him. Then there's a thing about the witches and whatever he does. I don't know. I don't even want to ask him. I think he'll explain it whenever he gets around to it. I think he kind of has before, but the last time he mentioned it, he got a little upset about it. I don't know why. So Recon, I ended up making me my own. I made some pipes like that come up straight up and across. So I couldn't figure out how to get my camera to show just straight down because my tripods just wouldn't do it. I was always in the way, so I finally did do that. Wow, nice. Congratulations to her. That always comes in handy when you get a good win like that. Nothing wrong with that. My daughter Jennifer, her friend, one of her close friends, believe it or not, the Florida win ticket, $2 ticket, hit $1,000 on it, on a $2 ticket. Amazing. And she didn't even really get surprised. She was just like it was like she won $2. She told my daughter, "Yeah, I won $1,000." Very calm, collective. Most people, if you won $1,000 on a $2 ticket, you'd be really shocked. I bet she was at least a little pretty happy about it and showed it. But this girl, she didn't have any emotions whatsoever winning $1,000 on a $2 ticket. I've never won 500 on a $2 ticket. They don't put the $500 tickets in the packs that I get when I buy them. I hit one on a $10 ticket once, and for some strange reason, there was a 100x Florida ticket, $10 ticket, and I never even bought one. I rarely buy a $10 ticket, but it's kind of a black, grayish, and orange lettering. And for some reason, it attracted my attention, although I had seen them before. But I went to a store that I rarely ever buy a ticket from. And just something just kept telling me and nagging me to buy that ticket. Normally, I ignore it, but for some reason, I just fell into it and bought that one ticket, and I hit $500 on it. I was shocked. Now, I've never even bought them a $10 ticket usually. The only $10 ticket I usually will buy is a crossword, and that's it. The rest of them are $5 and $3, whatever, $2. I can't afford to buy them real high ones. I got to buy the little ones. What's your biggest win, Recon? What's everybody's biggest win that's in here? We don't have many people in here, so just Minnie and Recon and me. So, Minnie, what's your biggest win? Yeah, I've won lots of hundreds, some 50s, but I've won a lot of hundreds, but never usually more than that. What's the most you've won, Minnie? Well, that's a good win. Three grand. That's pretty good. How much did you get after they taxed you? Did you lose what, 30%? I think in Florida you get, see, 3 grand. You get I think there's a 30% tax in Florida. 900's a good win for sure. Wow, they got almost half of it. That's pretty crappy. You'd think they'd take a lot less on that and let people get a chance to, because people spend a lot of money on them tickets. They should be able to reap the rewards when they actually win without losing so much. I think it's just not, it's unfair, I think. Hmm. Of course, around here where I am, hey Pamela, how you doing? Good to see you. You missed everybody. I mean, JT was here and Doc was here, and you missed a bunch of people. Maybe some more will come in, hopefully. We were discussing the most people have won on a ticket. So far, Recon, he won 3,000 on a ticket about 10 years ago. The most I've ever won was 500. Minnie's won 900. What's the most you've won, Pamela? $100. What size ticket was it? A $2 ticket or a $5 ticket? Wow. Yeah, I never play the 20s usually. Be a real rare thing for me. I usually play, I like crosswords. So Florida has a $3 crossword, and that's usually what I play. And they have a $5 crossword, and I'll play that one too. Really? Wow. I didn't know they had a dollar ticket that had that much on it. 20 grand. That's amazing. So he probably only got about $9,000 by the time the taxes got a hold of him. Insane. He'd have got a lot more in Florida. See, 30% would have been 6 grand. So he'd have got 14 grand in Florida out of the 20, which is not a bad payout. That's the way it happens, Pamela. I mean, you go in streaks, I think. That's usually the way it is with me. I'll get lucky and then I'll get unlucky for a while. It's as they say, right place, right time. Most of the stores post what their biggest winners were, and most of the stores around here, I haven't seen anything that's really big. I think one I saw a $10,000 winner, and the local one here was a 5,000 was the most. Yeah. Yeah, a long time ago back, gosh, when was that? Probably the 80s up north in New Hampshire. I used to, back then they didn't have a huge variety and they were mostly dollar tickets. So remember the three cherries and uh, what else was there? Sevens or something like that, lucky sevens. I've won $100 on them three cherry ones, the dollar ones, probably four or five times at least, and 50. I won a couple of times for $1. I never win like that here in Florida, never. But back then, you're right, they didn't have the fake multipliers, and they really gave you. There seemed to be more bigger prizes than there is now. I think the lotteries just got really greedy about giving out prizes. And then I look at some of the tickets they pull. What I really hate to see is they pull them, and the grand prizes haven't even been given out. Half of them are still out there somewhere, or they still haven't been released because they know when they're going to release them. They basically hold them, get all the money, shut the game down before all the prizes are given out, so they get more money that way. Oh, slots at the casino. You won 3,900. That's nice. Okay, Recon. Yeah, 3,900 is a heck of a good win. I went to Vegas back in early 70s and played. Not much. I just bought $100 or so with a friend of mine, and I think the first time I won $50, and I just stopped playing. Second time I went, I won $50 to $60 playing Keno. I mean, I was ahead that much, and I stopped playing. We're doing okay. We're doing okay. How are you doing tonight? I thought I had another video to post today, but I was telling the other guys that I got a new video camera, and like a dummy, I didn't realize that you have to turn the audio on. So I did a whole video on mixing colors for paint. And then when I went and looked at it, there was no audio. So I have to do the whole thing all over again. That's what happens when you don't. Yeah, I probably slept 4 hours last night. I did a little bit of a nap today. I was in a chair and watching TV. And worst thing for me, I watch TV, I fall asleep. Never fails. But there was several videos I wanted to do for people that are doing painting. I'm going to show people how to make their own jar very cheaply for washing your brushes. That's one video I'm going to do. And I just made a special stand to hold the video camera straight down So I'm probably going to do one on that. Well, I could have done some voiceovers, and I thought about doing it, many, but I'd rather do it live right then and there. And I actually thought about doing a voiceover, but no, I haven't really tried to do a voiceover yet, but I know that option's there. I probably should. I'm still learning how to do a lot of that stuff. Just like I have another camera out there, but I haven't figured out how to switch from one to the other. I think you have to have some kind of a console or something to be able to switch from one to the other. But I did get the new camera I got. At least it has zoom on it, so I can zoom in closer. So it'll make it more interesting for people to be able to see the details a lot better. And I think that was a major improvement, I think, and a lot more lighting. I did get more lighting so you can see better. And plus the camera's video is way better than, even right now, this video is nothing compared to what the new camera is. A lot clearer. Because this is 720p here. This is just a cam. It's not an actual camera. Just a computer cam. Because the live videos I do inside, not out. If I did them out in the shop, I could use the other camera. But my internet doesn't reach out there very well. The shop's too far away. I'd have to run a direct line. I didn't really want to go to the expense of doing that. Don't forget to hit that thumbs up, guys. I'm not sure if everyone's hit it or not. I was going to try the other program tonight to see how you guys liked it. Because you can actually post other things that you can see at the same time. And I'm going to try it really soon and see if it's better and see if there's help get rid of that delay in the chat, in my voice chat. Because then all the processing will be done online, not via my computer. So I think I'm getting about a 5 or 6 second delay. That must be tough going to work, Pamela, after 2 hours of sleep. I know you said you worked some pretty long hours. Yeah, it can be. Editing is a bit scary because sometimes you can delete stuff, and you gotta make sure you save it before you do some deleting, because if you mess up, at least you got a backup of it. I learned that really quick. But yeah, there's a lot of things that people do that make the videos way better, but I'm still learning how to do a lot of that stuff. I watch videos a lot on how to do things to improve them. But some of these guys got stuff it costs a fortune. I can't afford to get that elaborate as some of these guys are. They come on and show you how to do all this video stuff, and you look behind them, and they got 5 cameras, all kinds of swing arm things with different cameras and microphones sticking out at them and all kinds of stuff, and tons of expensive lighting and stuff. And I'm like, you guys are full of baloney. You're talking about how to do it cheaply, and you got a $10,000 setup right there. Well, of course they got 500,000 subscribers or something like that, so I guess they can afford it. I certainly can't. Really? So she's doing that on YouTube? I wish I had started my YouTube channel 5 years ago, at least 5 years ago, maybe longer, 10 years ago, when things were a lot easier to get going. It was easier to get people in there because it wasn't so overpopulated. People were looking for content a lot more than they are now, I think. There wasn't so much content around, so you had a better chance of people finding it. Now there's so much content, it's hard for them to find you. Because it blows my mind. I know there's an area from YouTube that people that like to watch live videos that show the videos that are live now. And I've never seen anybody pop in from just doing a search. I haven't seen it yet. And it really surprises me that nobody does, except for the trolls. Yeah, she should probably think about doing YouTube, because if she gets something like Streamlab or even OBS, she can stream on Facebook and YouTube at the same time. Streamlab is probably the best way to go with that. But that way, she can pull her people from Facebook over to YouTube. Then it'll help her get monetized a lot faster. Because I'm not sure if there's I'm not sure you can get monetized on Facebook. I haven't looked into that. Yeah, Streamlab, all one word. Streamlab.com. And then you can show the video of her. You can use multiple cameras and videos. You can have her talking and another video beside her, and you can get other videos of people as guest stars if you want, and even show pictures. I mean, it's got a lot more options to it. Streamlab is definitely really well done. And it's through the internet. So it saves you processing on your computer. Instead of your computer doing all the work, the internet does all the work. Which, like I said, I'm going to switch to Streamlab one of these nights, and you guys can come in on Streamlab, and you'll see the difference. And plus, it's got like little macros and stuff to, like, you can type one word. She can go with one word in her Streamlab and it'll put up whole sentences for her to help her answer her own little banners and stuff like that. It's all built in. You just put what you want in there, and it does make a lot better presentation. And that's for free. I mean, if you eventually go to the paid version, you get even more benefits to it. I think the paid benefit is like $25 a month if you pay it by the month, or $20 a month if you pay it by the year. But you can keep using it free for however long. Yeah, tell her to check it out. Really, really look at it. Look at some reviews on. There's lots of things on YouTube about StreamYard. It's one of the most popular ones out there. Oh, we lost Minnie. Did she say goodbye? No. No, she lost her connection, I guess. Maybe she had to go. Yeah, that's a real popular thing, and I thought it would be easier for what I'm doing, but it's not. It hasn't been so far. I look at lots of other channels that do the same thing that I do, and they've got way more people. I mean, they got 50,000 people, and of course course, they've been doing it a lot longer than I have, but still, they're doing wet on wet. And I mean, one guy, he's kind of goofy even, and he still has a crap load of followers. There, yeah, it wasn't even showing you as being in here, Minnie. I thought you disappeared on us. Yeah, now you're showing up. YouTube is quirky tonight. That's what Brad was saying too. YouTube is just getting kind of quirky. It's just not the same. Yeah, she should really consider doing YouTube channel. Mainly because she doesn't really want to waste time just doing Facebook. If she has any inkling at all of doing YouTube, she should go ahead and start doing the YouTube at the same time. Especially if she's got followers on Facebook, they can move over to YouTube also. Because I'm not sure what the benefit of doing any kind of a channel on Facebook is, if there is a benefit. Because I know they have them on Twitch and Twitter and whatever. I looked at Twitch because someone recommended them, but there was very few art sites on there that looked beneficial at all. Yeah, well, she could do a family, more of a family show, which would include the cooking. It may be quite popular on YouTube because you're covering a lot of different things. I mean, what their requirement is not really that bad if you get enough people coming. 4,000 views for a year is really not that many, but you got to have the view hours. That's what my problem is, really. We got plenty of subscribers, and I didn't know it, but I mean, I was told for a long time that you had to have 1,000 subscribers and the viewing time to do live streams. Then I found out months down the road that I only needed 1,000 subscribers. It didn't matter the view time for me to do live stream. So it held me back for a month or two. Once I figured out I could do it, then I did it. Yeah, I need the view hours. I'm short 1,500 view hours. And they only give you a year. If you don't get them in a year, you have to start all over again. You lose them all, which really, that's horrible. That's a lot of work. So if I don't get 1,500 view hours soon, then I'll have to start all over again. Yes, if I get the 1,500, then I can apply for monetization. It's not automatic. You have to apply for it, but you won't get it. They won't even consider it without you getting the 4,000 view hours. Yeah, it does. Yeah, it does. Especially since now YouTube's new policy is they'll put ads on your videos even when you're not monetized. They're making money on you, whether you like it or not, and you're not monetized, which is not fair. But that's the way it works. Yeah, after I get monetized, then you get some ad revenue and you get revenue for being monetized. But even at 4,000 view hours, you're not making much. I've researched it, and you're talking very little a month, $10, $20 a month, something like that. You got to get more hours going, more subscribers. It all counts. It goes by, getting comments. Comments help a lot. The hearts and the thumbs up and all that stuff. That all coincides into that package. Yeah, that's what I need. That's why I was telling people. I said that's why it's been bothering me so much. I mean, I'm making all these videos, and nobody's been watching them all, and that's why I've been upset about it, because nobody's watching them all. And if people were watching the whole videos, I'd have the 4,000 hours by now, without a doubt, because most of my videos are 4 parts. A lot of them are, and that's 2 hours. I don't expect anybody to watch one right after the other when they come out. But if they watch every part, then that's 2 hours, So that stuff adds up pretty quickly. Now, believe it or not, the live chat here helps a lot, more than people think. If I got 20 or 30 people in here a night and we chatted for even an hour, say 20 people, that's 20 hours of view time with 20 people for an hour. So that helps a lot. That's why I've been doing live chats more, try to catch that up somehow. But we just haven't been getting enough people in. That's been the problem. Well, I'm not looking to make a living on it. I just want it to help pay for the channel. I'd like to make a little bit. That would be nice. But mainly right now, I just want to focus on making enough to buy more canvas, more paint, better equipment to do video with and stuff. I want to try to make it pay for itself if possible. That's why I'm going to go ahead and discount the paintings I've already done to anybody that wants to buy them. The 11 by 14s aren't very big. They don't cost a fortune to send. And I'm thinking about even painting some frames up. I've got some brand new frames out there. I may paint them, probably black, just a basic frame, and maybe just frame some of them too, and sell them for basically what I would sell would be cheap, mainly just to make money to buy canvas and paint. Yeah, there's a lot of people that's got a lot of people. I mean, I'm sure some of you probably know who AR Platinum is. That guy now he makes a really good amount of money every month. But he gets a lot of views, but he also gets a lot of ad revenue. And some people get better ad revenue than others from their content. And it's because certain companies want their ads on that particular channel. AR Platinum, he scratches tickets in Texas. I like him. I watch him a lot. He's a good guy. He usually does always over $200 at a time every day. Sometimes 2 or 3 times a day. He's probably got more money and knows what to do with. So, I mean, that's an ungodly amount of money he spends on tickets. Yeah, he's a good guy. And I watch Jack Scratch Fever sometimes too. He's from Texas also. He won $3 million on a $30 scratch off. That's what keeps him going. That's what he stays going that way. Just scratching tickets, that's all. Both of them just do scratch off tickets. In fact, Brad is friends with AR Platinum and Jack Scratch. They know each other, even though Brad's not from Texas, but he knows them. AR Platinum actually did some books for Brad when Brad first started out as the Millionaire Book Scratcher. Brad actually sent AR Platinum some books to do to help get his channel going. Yep, there you go. Exactly. Don't we all? Don't we all? We all want to hit the big one. Very few people do. But you never know. It's always the right time and the right place. That's all you can hope for. I'm not sure if I've got AR's. I probably could get his address somewhere. You could probably actually do a search for AR Platinum and you'd find him in Jack Scratch Fever. Well, if you're going to give most of it away, Pamela, remember me, okay? And probably many will probably tell you the same thing. Hey, I don't care if I wouldn't care if it was $1 million or, I'd like to get enough to pay off all my bills, you know, stuff like that. Have a little bit in the bank for retiring, but that would be happy with that. I'm not greedy. I just like to be able to pay off the bills. There you go. Live comfortably. Not have to worry about where your next meal is going to come from or paying the light bill or medical, paying for extra medical expenses and all that stuff. Everything's getting high now. I mean, I was talking to my wife, our little dog Milo. He costs us a fortune in shots and stuff every year. It's just unbelievable. We spend more on him than we do ourselves for medical. Just unbelievable. And the vet's always trying to tell you that you need to do this and that and whatever, and they keep adding up hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of dollars. And I'm like, are you kidding me? I can't afford it for myself. I certainly ain't going to pay for that dog to have all this extra stuff and tests being done and all that baloney. No, we don't take it with us, that's for sure. But, like everybody else, if I was to go first, which I probably will, I want to be able to leave my spouse well off, that she can not have to worry about anything. And my kids, help them if possible. That's basically what everybody wants to do. Try to leave the world a little better place than when you got here. At least for your family, especially. Yeah, that's true. Yeah. He's he lives well within his means. He knows he's got the money to afford, the better house and whatever. And of course, it's going to cost more, but he doesn't brag about it. He doesn't wear a bunch of fancy clothes all the time and all that stuff. And, you know, yeah, I'm fixing to shut it down too. So good night, Minnie. And yeah, I think I'll just go ahead and shut it down. I'm sure Pamela's tired too. So good night, Pamela and Minnie. And we'll catch you at the next live stream. Thanks for coming. I really appreciate it. I'll see you at the next live stream. And tell your friends about it. Maybe they'll come in and watch too sometime. Take care, y'all. Have a good night.